Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and have found me by accident, great, welcome. I hope you find value and choose to subscribe and keep coming back. If you are an existing subscriber, thank you so much for checking me out today. I have to tell you, this is, would you believe, take 3 of this video. I was just about done with the first attempt when all of a sudden the gooseneck holder for my iPhone sort of, keeled over. My phone was unhurt, thank goodness, but that effort was wasted. So then I reattached it to the actual table. So now I have to be aware not to jiggle the table. I was just, I don't know how many minutes in when suddenly the iPhone stopped saying that I was out of storage. So that, of course, set me off on another tangent, calling Apple Care and deleting some stuff. And anyway, gotta love technology. So, third time's the charm, hopefully. So this is going to be a different video in that I was doing the work anyway, and I thought, well, why don't I just turn on the camera? Maybe someone else will find some useful tip here. Sorry, the cover is off this. Oh no, here it is. This is a magazine, well, a catalog actually. Idea book and catalog for Stampin' Up. Now I bought this, it's 2011 through 2012. I bought it at a secondhand store, I guess. And excuse me, the reason I did is because there are obviously there are images of the rubber stamps and some of the other things that they sell. So it seemed to me that it's a pretty easy way to get some ephemera and get some interest to embellish our projects just by fussy cutting or stamping or punching out or, cutting a box around. So what I started doing the other night as I was watching TV was ripping out pages that had images that I thought I was interested in. So of course there are sentiments. Can you see this? Sentiments, and interesting, and some words. This was just, I just thought it was lovely. So I cut that out. Don't know what I'll do with it. This was obviously stamped in a different color ink, so that's cool. And so I've only gone through part of the book. And of course, as time goes on, we'll continue to do that. Fussy cutting something like that or using these trees. Like, I mean, it's just, it's easy. And so, like I said, that was sort of bedtime watching TV work. Then the other thing that I had going, excuse me, this summer, no, I guess September, I was at a townwide garage sale about an hour away from where I live. And I mean, this has happened to me before, where you're buying something in the great outdoors and then you get it home and you realize, oh, this came from a smoker's house. Oh, this came from, or this has a mildewy smell to it or a musty smell. Well, that was the case with a lot of these publications. So what I've been doing since September, I had them in a bin and had interspersed dryer sheets either between the books, between the publications and within the pages, thinking that would air them out. But I'm getting kind of sick and tired of having this container around and thought, well, maybe it's time to just, do something. So like I said, I started that process and then I thought, well, maybe if you've got, gotten your hands on a publication like something like this, you'd be interested in hearing how I tackle it. So basically, I've sort of started a few piles around me. I've rough torn ads out we mustn't forget the French figure reducer that could either be, you know, part of a belly band, could be embellishment on pages or cards or, you know, clusters or whatever. Here's even a good cartoon that might find its way into a journal. Excuse me. As well as other ads that are never fails. Other ads that are more the shape of a pocket or a side tuck or something like that. So I've got a pile of those going. And, you know, sometimes the challenge is, well, what if there's something wonderful on the other side? So I have another pile for those. This was an order form that I found. No idea of how old it is, other than it's got 19, you know, 19 whatever on it. This is an old, clearly an old Weight Watchers diet, because it's typed. So that might find a place somewhere. This is grungy looking, I don't know, I must have been the cover to a pamphlet or something. I'm not going to use those chimpanzees, but this would be lovely as a folio page, or in a journal, a grungy journal, or a for backing things. These full page ones that I've kept intact, either because they have something nice on the back, or they might become a folio. So this one, you know, it'd be pretty hard to pick between these cars, although I've never heard of any of these. And the ad for Margine. Doesn't that just sound yummy? This, this could be on that pile, I guess. I don't know whether I would use this bulb ad, because it's got some pretty nice fonts and graphics there, or, you know, cut these ads up and use them. This was kind of a full page ad out of I think it was a church publication of some sort. And then I just ripped out these classified ad pages from this farm magazine. They've got a lot of graphics. They've got, you know, there's interest there with the different font sizes. Who doesn't love a nice cow? You know, that sort of thing. This one is also very nice. It's got a Singer sewing machine and some sample stitches on there. But then there's waffle syrup on this side, so I can see this becoming a folio page. This, clearly I would pick the car over the irrigation system. Another thing that I have on a separate pile are some of the fonts, either because of the words themselves or because the interest created from the font design. Right now I'm just keeping it intact, not knowing if and when I would use them. Another pile that I have going here has red as the common element. And the reason for that is I'm taking part in the hashtag Color Combo 2023 challenge, and February's base color is red. So I'm sure I'm going to be able to use these in one format or another, either as a focal point or as a base in a collage. These pages are really quite cool. This magazine, I think this was at Farm One. Yeah, 1955. So it'll be fun to fussy cut those out and use them somewhere. Here's a very reluctant young man, first day of school. So, you know, gotta love the body language. And obviously, I remember something like this. Fussy cutting around this floor polisher might be fun too for a housekeeping journal. So essentially the rest of that magazine, okay, and the parts that are sort of surplus at this point, I'm just throwing in a bin beside me for collage and for the text more than anything else. This is Jack Benny, kind of a really, you know, that's nice as well, with a lovely something or other, linoleum ad on the other side. This one too has this family scene as well as a Pontiac. So again, decisions. This one is easy. It's the car versus the text. This one is another one that would lend itself to being a folio page because, again, how do you decide? So this is that farming magazine I was talking about. So it's 1955. And during take two, I believe, I was just flipping through this thinking that there are a lot of pages. Ugh, just got a whiff of musty. There are a lot of pages in here with a lot of promise. So I don't know if I'm going to keep pulling them out as I see them, or if I'll keep it intact, because after a while, see, that's a good one. They showed a lot of cool car ads back in the day. You know, like having all these pages loose would not exactly be that easy to manage either. Oh, that's nice. Looks like they had a bit of fiction in each issue. So he deserves to be pulled out of there. The paper is matte and, you know, got a little heft to it. It's, you know, certainly a step up or two from newsprint. I may just leave the rest of this. I probably, okay, there's some recipes. This must be the women's section. Pinking shears. Oh, lovely bra. So this one, I'll probably just put it near where I've got some stuff collected for probably multiple farm journals. Country Gentleman. Now, I have no idea what this is about. Give the pen that burps. Cartoon. Okay, what year is this? 53. So again, a lot of classified ads. If I find something that really looks like I must rip it out right now, I will. You can see that the pages I have torn out, I've just tried to do the best I can. When I just want one element off a page, that iron is a good one. I just sort of rough tear around it. Oh, did I get two? Oh, see, a Mix Master. Well, yeah, I call it a Mix Master, but that's not the brand name. That's kind of attractive with all the red on it. Say Merry Christmas to all with electric gifts. Why force your child to take a laxative? Really, that is the question. It's easy to use this this exercise as a reason to procrastinate. Yeah, there's definitely an ag theme to this. another nice one. And tearing something out for Christmas is almost an invitation to lose it before then. Oh, how to pick a dairy cow. That's cool. So you can see that out of this one, I'm mainly, so far I've just been taking out pretty well full pages. Oh my goodness. 1 3-year subscription was $2. That's one of those ephemera type. Let's see where the other half of it is. Those ephemera type things that are just cool because, well, in this case, there's color, and it also gives us a look back in time as to what prices were like. 3 years for $2? Come on. Oh, a tobacco leaf. Okay, let's see what this one might have. Then I'll show you a couple of the bigger pages and we'll call it a day. What I noticed in, see, she's lovely. There were a heck of a lot of ads for alcohol. She's the wife of a well-known Toronto business executive. And I guess she loves her sherry. What else might be of interest in here? I'm sort of breaking my own rule in that I'm not exactly dealing with this page by page and discarding the, oops, that's not tearing very well. Here's another page that alludes to sherry and Seagram's. That's a Canadian whiskey. It's going to be hard to decide when there are two good images back to back. Oh, Bing Crosby. I kind of like those kind of pages for collage because by the time you've ripped them up, nobody really knows what the original. That should probably go with my red things. You know, between cigarettes and booze and cars. Well, see, this is quite touching. Look at how they got dressed up to bring home the baby from the hospital. Oh, that's nice, the cream of mushroom soup. I'll rip this off. Those pens probably will be fussy cut. It's a nice homey scene. And there's Margene again. I've never even heard of that stuff. I think I saw this ad, or a similar ad to this one in the other issue. You want to keep those armpits dry and fresh. Oh dear. More whiskey. More whiskey. Rum. Probably the hi-fi and radio would be cute in a nostalgic type theme journal. Canadian Pacific. And any of the, I'm hoping also that by breaking these pages down and separating them and exposing them, that they will continue airing out. Their parcel post. I'm certain we've been to in Italy. I distinctly remember having spaghetti. Okay, I don't know which ones of these I will use. Some kind of biscuits and dresses. And here are elastoplast bandages. The other thing that I could do, if I find that I have way more of these things than I'll ever use, is bundle them, you know, just again with the rough tearing, bundle the pages and put some packages in my Etsy, because, you know, again, if you don't have access, I remember what it was like when I first started doing this. I thought to myself, oh geez, how and when will I ever be able to do anything, you know, if I don't, like, what are the odds of me finding some of this stuff? And then eventually you do and start feeling better, and then eventually you have too much and you think, oh, I should share it. I need to share it. This is some sort of perfume ad. I could put together a whole Jason Sanborn coffee. Can put together a whole bundle just on ads for liquor and smokes. Maybe I'll stop with that one and then just show you some of these bigger pages. Now, I didn't, this is how the guy, I mean, you know, a bundle like this is sort of how he sold them. God, that doesn't look very appealing, does it? That is fish. Eek. Colgate. Yeah, those car ads are pretty cool. Life insurance ad. Oh, see, this one is kind of, I should throw this one out. It's got 5 cents a copy. What year was this? 1940. Let's, you know what, let's just bite the bullet and throw this whole thing out. It kind of looks a little suspicious to me, and maybe was contributing to the stinkiness. That's nice and graphic. Nice. Pepsodent tooth powder. Is there going to be a car journal in my future? Cornflakes. See, that's one that would be hard to choose. Parker ink. Not having to do too much here. It looks like somebody maybe beat me to it on the salvaging. Oh, there's that same style, but is it the same picture? No, but look at how nice. $1939 Fargo trucks. Hires root beer. See this list of 1936. This list, I mean, those kinds of indexes and are always kind of cool as far as I'm concerned for decoupaging napkins onto them. That's what I like doing with them. Bon Ami. Oh yeah, okay, that was a cleaning product. How to get around your husband. Oh, by the looks of it, all you need is Kellogg's coffee. You know they made coffee. Couldn't have been that successful a venture. Manon. Yeah, I think some of these, you know, will just end up being fussy cut around. So big, we keep it small. Oh, these are from the Saturday evening. This is from the Saturday Evening Post. Put that on the font pile. Put that on the collage pile. Gee, some of that food looks terrible. Just what the advertisers would love to hear. Don't care for this one. Congolium. That car is so big they had to spread it across 2 pages. But even this, oh, that's a stove. I'll just leave that for the time being. I like the word power. That Shell logo is perfect for fussy cutting. Add that to that pile. I'd say that's a collage page. Maybe I'll hang on to this one for black and white car one. We actually, not because we're that old, we have a 1937 Olds that we bought from a lady shortly after we got married. And of course, we've never really driven it anywhere. I think my husband had it in a couple parades, but that was about it. Oopsie. But it kind of looks like those gangster cars that you see in movies. I'll leave that one intact. for that. Let's see, that's a collage page. I won't be using any cigarettes, that's for darn sure. Oh, isn't that nice? 1936. Put that there. Saturday Night Post started in 1883. Who knew? Oh dear. Still remember that session in the woodshed. And do you think you'd ever see something like this today? As the subject of an ad. Not likely. We call that child abuse. Well, see, that could be part of an ad. Coolerator. And really, if a person set their mind to it, there would be no waste whatsoever, because things either have value for the imagery, the font, the text, even if it isn't the perfect thing, it can become a component in a collage or as a background on a card or something. Okay, oh, these are ties that we're selling here. Mr. Whitney is looking for a miracle. Oh, motor off. Hard to tell. Let's see if we did it. No, but that guy and those ties are on the same side. I'm not making the decision. Oh, look at those shoes. They need to be Pussycat. Super service station. Oh, this paper seems especially thin. Oh, it was the war. Maybe that's why the paper was. Put that on my fussy cut pile. That's a collage. These people look a little goofy all with their mouths open. The Army needs more nurses. I can have my cake and eat it too on this one. That's cool. Those nurses. Bisco shredded meat. Some of these products really have a history behind them, don't they? As far as I know, that stuff is still available. More cars. This is probably more like saving it for the font. I'm just going to randomly. Ooh, that's pretty crooked. Don't even cut her that close. Save the card. Use the rest for either fonts or collage. Okay, maybe how are we doing for time? I should probably just about call it a day here. Let's see what this last one is. Norwest Farm. Oh, so the Country Guide, 1936. You can see by the color of this paper that it would add some real interest. To collage or to a family of pieces. Oops. Eek, almost went crooked there. So yeah, you know, if a person cut these out, it'd be a little easier to handle. Oh, the Dion quintuplets. Oh, this is nice. This is the lady section. I shouldn't keep using air quotes for that, should I? Yeah, I won't tear this one. Since there's so much useful stuff on here, I'll have to cut down the lines. Stay on the straight and narrow, so to speak. Anybody in need of liniment? This advertising, or classified ad page is nice. And again, an index. That might just end up, maybe it's too big. And by 6.5. Maybe a person takes this off. I guess the only other thing I would say, especially if you're new to this, is just make a decision. Sometimes it's easy to be paralyzed by not knowing what to do. Do I do this or do I that? What if? And if I do this, then I automatically can't do that. But hey, a person just needs to eventually get on with it. And as I think I've said it before, you know, the first time, the first cut, the first rip may be the hardest. But after that, you realize that it's not doing anybody any good. Kind of moldering away in, you know, hidden, out of sight. This way, it ends up in a journal or in an Etsy shop or in a packet. Marconi, oh, those are nice radios. Can you see that? Yeah, cool. That will have to be fussy cut, I would say. Big bad clocks. Another radio. Could be a tough one. And magic baking powder. Might have to be a page spread. Yeah, see, this one is a little more useful to me than the one with all the blues and smokes. Anyway, I will stop there because you've certainly gotten the point I was trying to make. And once I take this, you know, to the next logical step, which is cutting it out and, you know, gluing it down or whatever, or maybe not cutting it, maybe not gluing it down, I'll decide if I want to put some into the Etsy shop just for people who don't have a chance to get their hands on gold like this. Quaker flour. Oh, but then there's Keen's mustard. Hard to know. Country Women's Work Basket. And those quints again. Anyway, why do I always drag out these goodbyes? So this page is damaged. There are things to salvage here. Maybe this ends up in the collage pile. Anyway, I will stop there, really stop there. And, oh, it looks like there's some fiction. Paper's pretty delicate. Yeah, see, that's easy enough to salvage that, though. And just let you know that I will continue to figure out what my technology problems are and keep the videos coming. I will wish you well, stay healthy, stay strong, and keep creating. And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.